Welcome to another SirJamesDTech video. Today I'm going to be taking a look at the Pivos XIOS DS Media Center. Alright, here we go. I'm just going to handle the unboxing of the Pivos XIOS DS real quick. You can tell on the packaging that it says official platform for XBMC Media Center. And also, this product runs Android Ice Cream Sandwich 4.0. Now, one of the things that I must admit I love about this packaging is the fact, look at that, it's got this little handle right here. I mean, it's made of plastic, yes, but man, you don't have to really struggle to get this out. Remember some of the other unboxings I've done, I've complained about having to use the SpaghettiOs method. You know, like you're tipping a can of SpaghettiOs upside down. And then it comes with this little card that says before you start, talking about updating your firmware from the Pivos forums, so hold on to that. And then look at this. You don't have to hunt down the product, nothing. It's right there on a pedestal for you. Alright, then you can just discard this plastic thing later. Make sure you cut it though so it doesn't get caught in the beak of some animal. Then you can just take these two out. Remote control for you. Not to say it feels a little bit flimsy, but that's alright. We got power. And I'll tell you what, you know how many times I've complained about companies not sending HDMI cable? Well, here you go. No run out to Best Buy or wherever else. Right here for you. That is awesome. And then, of course, we got the user guide. Alright, there's a close-up of the front of it. You can see that's a nice little product. Man, it is really awesomely low-key. Boy, that looks cool with the razor mat I've got, too, with the color scheme. And then flipping around, you can see that's where you put your micro SDHC, two USB ports, USB 2.0. And then there's your 10100 Ethernet, another USB, and right here is where you hook up your HDMI to your TV, and then power, and power button. You can see that you're able to set up your wallpaper immediately, and I love live wallpapers. So let's go with this one. Alright, this is the new M3 revision, which has the ARM Cortex-A9 processor running at 1 GHz, and also there's 1 GB of RAM. And compared to the M1 revision, both of those are an improvement. We've got 500 megabytes of internal storage, with support through the micro SDHC card reader for up to 32 gigabytes of external storage. There is, as I mentioned, the built-in 10100 Ethernet in case you want to run a typically faster wired internet connection. The built-in wireless adapter supports BGN and was a snap to set up, really. However, I ended up having to grab my USB mouse, which also could be a wireless, in case you wanted to go that route, and hook it in because inputting the Wi-Fi password was just kind of extraneous using the included remote. Now, another thing about the remote is you're going to want to use some caution when dealing with the thing. Remember when I was unboxing and I kind of had the impression that it felt flimsy? Well, I was sitting on the couch and accidentally leaned my hand against the remote, which was laying there, and I thought I was going to come up with pieces of the thing. So make sure it's not laying around on the floor or whatever where you can step on it, because that thing could break. Now remember that piece of paper in the box beseeching you to update to the latest firmware? Well, what you're going to want to do is, after you've set up your Wi-Fi or wired internet, is use the browser to head on over to support.pivosforums.com and head into the Update Firmware for XIOS DS article. Inside there are clear instructions on how to update the firmware. There's also the option, upon digesting instructions from the Pivos forums, to wipe the Android software and go full Linux XBMC Media Center only. But if you like the way things are handled by default, I suggest you just leave it as it is. And there's also a function I'd like to mention where you can utilize a downloadable app from the Pivos forums in order to use your Android phone or tablet as a remote for the XIOS DS. Pretty cool if you ask me. Something you should know is that this is a rooted Android ice cream sandwich device. So you have the benefit of all that extra functionality that frankly is a wonderful additional feature. The XBMC hardware decoding is awesome, as I was able to take every media file that I had in full 1080p, and it came up on screen seamlessly. You're able to access files using a shared network, or like I did, a USB jump drive. The Google Store is right there for you, as you can either sync with your existing account or set up a brand new one. And syncing was a snap, of course. Now, something you should be aware of, this is for somebody that's pretty technically proficient. If you're one of those people that just likes to plug things in and then go, well, then you're going to want to find somebody that knows what they're doing, because this device is more tailored towards the tech-savvy consumer. As far as pricing goes, the XIOS DS is going to go for around $115, right around there, which compared to some of the more over-the-top DRM-focused devices like Roku or Apple TV, that's pretty darn competitive. It's a very neat little product for those who either don't own a smart TV or really want to take something low-key along with you on trips, so that you aren't forced to watch awful hotel programming. Note that the TV will of course need HDMI, but any television built in the past 10 years or so has those connections, so you should be fine. So, be sure to keep an eye on Pivos in the very near future, as I'm told they're going to be coming out with even more handy and very competitively priced devices just like this one. And if you enjoyed this review, please head on over to SirJamesD.com and also follow me on Twitter at SirJamesDTech. Until next time, everybody, talk later.